To write the chemical formula for aluminum fluoride, our first step is to identify the ions and their charges. To do that, we'll use the periodic table. Aluminum is found right here, and that's going to be acting as our metal. Fluorine is located right here, and that's going to be our anion. Next, we need to identify the charges for each of the cations and anions. For aluminum, we can get this right off the periodic table. We see that its ion charge is 3 positive. For a fluoride ion, it's going to have a charge of 1 minus, and that's because it's in group 7a and needs to gain one more electron in its valence shell to have a full octet. So we've done that. We've wrote down our fluoride ion. The next step is to determine the total charges needed to balance. Taking a look at our cation, we see it has a charge of 3 plus, so its total charge is 3 plus. And here's where we have a problem. The fluoride anion only has a charge of 1 minus. So we're going to need 3 of these fluoride anions to have a balanced charge. If we have 3 fluoride anions, we have a total charge then of 3 minus. So the positive charge of 3 plus is going to be balanced by the negative charge of 3 minus. And that only happens if we have 3 of these fluoride ions. Our next step is to note the ratio of the cations to anions. So taking a look at the cations, we just have 1 aluminum ion, but we have 3 fluoride ions. So the ratio here is 1 to 3. The next step is to use subscripts to write the chemical formulas, and that's where we're going to use this ratio for our subscripts. So we had 1 of the cations, so we have a subscript of 1, and then we needed 3 of these fluoride ions to be able to balance out. Its ratio was 3, so that becomes our subscript in our chemical formula. Now remember, we don't write subscripts of 1, so if we want to write the chemical formula for aluminum fluoride, it's going to be AlF3.